tell us a little bit about what you do when you're not over here helping us all at the podcast studio?
I run a virtual staffing company, which I kind of fell into a little bit on accident. I needed to hire people, and hiring people is expensive. And there's so many rules and regulations and all the stuff that being a business attorney, that is just complicated. And plus it's expensive. And I'm like, I can't really do that. So how do I do this different? And then I stumbled across hiring out of the Philippines, virtual assistants. Pretty much whatever could be done remotely, they can do it. They're very skilled and you name it. So I was like, what do I need help with? So I started hiring where I needed help. And then I'm like, well, this really works well. And I kind of got addicted to it. I started hiring and hiring.
So when you say that you're filling these roles or that you're needing somebody for a specific job, what does that mean?
Well, where I started was I needed to fund my show, right? I needed to have somebody go out and find people that would come on the show and ultimately buy the video package, right? Because that helps fund the show. And it's a great way for me to meet people, right? Whether it's plumbers, electricians, whatever the business is. I get to bring them in, have an interview, and they get to go away with the content. But I needed to do the outreach. But I'm busy kind of running everything I need to run, and I don't really like making cold calls. So I found somebody that could actually do the outreach for me and then start booking shows. The role I filled her with, she paid for herself in the first 30 days. She 3X'd her salary. So I was like, I can do this, right? Because when you can hire somebody that can immediately do an ROI, then you can keep doing that. So that was my first goal, and then I moved into other things like graphic design, social media, stuff like that. It was just, how do I make this show bigger and better and more streamlined and not overwhelming for me?
Sure.
And then I was like, I started getting the hang of it, and I was spending more time hiring. And then I started doing social media for other people, so I started hiring more social media people. And that's just kind of how it grew, and then we started doing more things based on what people's needs were. But yeah, if somebody comes to me and says they need something done, then okay, I want to understand what it is that they need done. And then we outsource for that. We go out and recruit specifically for that. It's a very custom operation.